Good morning to all. Welcome to the E-class of DePaul School, Baripada. Hello children, how are you all? I am sure you're fine at home children. Okay children, I Tapas sir, your language teacher. Today going to teach you a new lesson in grammar way for standard 5 students. As you know, we are preparing for our half yearly exam. So, for the half yearly exam course, this lesson number 6 is there. So, we will read today lesson number 6. Now, you please watch this video. It is very important lesson, not only to know but also to prepare well for your exam. This lesson is lesson number 6, verb. Today we are going to read lesson number 6, verbs. So first we will see what is a verb. A verb is a word that talks about an action, denotes a state of being or shows possessions or belongings. Means a verb is generally we know that it is a action word. Sometimes it shows possession or belongings. So we can use in many ways. So through these examples I will show you how we use this verb in the sentence. We eat our food slowly and chew it well. Here eat and chew both are verbs, and these two verbs shows action. Eating and chewing are two action. So this verb here, eat and chew, shows action. Second one, I am unwell. Here am, state of being, means it is an helping verb, am. So am is here used also as a verb as a state of being, means it is a helping verb. Anusha has a new watch. Anusha has a new watch. Here has shows the watch belongs to whom? The watch belongs to Anusha. So has is a verb which shows belongings. Means here the thing watch belongs to whom? Through this verb has we can know that it belongs to Anusha. So here has the verb shows belongings. Now verbs helps us to tell the tense of an action. Present tense, past tense and future tense. As we know children, time or tense are of three forms: present tense, past tense and future tense. First of all, we know about what is present tense. An action which happens in the present moment, means the thing or the action which is going on now is called present tense. Through these examples we can know that which are the verbs which are used in present tense. Is, am, are, has, have, do, does, these are all present tense verbs. Next we will move on to that is past tense. An action which is already happened, means the time which is already gone, which is already past, we say it as past tense. Verb which we use in past tense are was, were, had, did, etc. These are all the verbs we use in past tense. Next, the last one, future tense. An action that is yet to take place, means the time had not yet come, it is about to come, we say it as future tense. Examples: will, do, shall, go. You know, will and shall are the two verbs we generally use in the future tense. Transitive and intransitive verbs. A verb that needs an object to make a complete sense is called transitive verb. Means when we use a verb we use an object after it to complete the sentence. We say it as a transitive verb. A an object is always found after the verb. You can see here, we generally find an object after the verb, so that sentence is said to be in transitive verb form. Examples: Rohit brings the tea. Here brings is the verb, so you can see after the verb the object tea is there. Okay. Second one, Gaurav visited his grandmother. Here visited is the verb. After visited, the noun grandmother is there, which is behaving as the object of this sentence. So here bring and visited are the verb. Tea and grandmother are two object of the sentence. So these two sentences are in transitive form. Next, a verb that does not need an object and can make complete sense on its own is called an intransitive verb. Means here also verb is there, but after the verb we will not find any object. Then also it makes a complete sense. So we call it as intransitive verb. Examples: the horse galloped. Sona danced. Here galloped and dance are the verb, but you can see there is no object after these two verbs. So these sentences are in intransitive form. Identify whether the verb is transitive or intransitive. Through these some examples, I will show you how to know a sentence or a verb is in transitive form or intransitive form. I caught a fish. Caught is verb, fish is object. So this sentence or the verb is in transitive form. Second one, the dog jumped. You can see after jump there is no verb. So this sentence or this verb is in intransitive form. Mother baked a cake. Baked is a verb. After baked there is a object cake. So this sentence is or the verb is in transitive form. Sentence is transitive sentence. Fourth one, he smiled. Smiled is verb, but there is no object after it. So it is an intransitive verb. He left the milk in the kitchen. Left is the verb. After the verb you can see milk is there as an object. So the sentence is in transitive sentence and the verb is in transitive form. Next we will move on to the exercise part of this lesson. Fill in the blanks with is, am, are, has, have, was or were. Means these helping verbs are there, or you can use this helping verb in this fill in the blanks. I dashed studying when my friend came home. I was studying. We generally use was after I. So question number 2. The children dash playing in the park now. As children is plural now, so we have to use were. So children were playing in the park now. You dash done your work neatly. Keep it up. You is also a plural pronoun, so we have to use have. Have generally used after plural noun or pronoun. So you have done your work neatly. Keep it up. Next question number 4. He dashed shopping with his parents at the moment. He is singular noun pronoun. So and the sentence is in present continuous tense. So is we have to use because the subject he is a singular subject. So after singular we usually use is as helping verb. Next one, bit number B, underline the object in this sentence. You have to underline the object in the sentence. We generally know the object comes after the verb. It will be easy to find out the object. The man drove his truck. Drove is verb. After drove you will find truck is the object. So it is underlined. Question number 2. Mahesh loves cricket. Loves is verb. Cricket is the object in the sentence. Sudha picked her sharpener. Picked is verb. Sharpener is the object in the sentence. So it is underlined. Question number 4. The child saw the ice cream seller. So is the verb in the sentence. Ice cream seller is the object in the sentence. So ice cream seller is underlined. Question number 5. Kamal and Rahul cook delicious food. Cook is verb in the sentence. Food is the object in the sentence. So food is underlined here. So bit number B is over now. Next we will move on to bit number C. Underline the verb in the sentence and write T for transitive verb and I for intransitive verb. If the verb is transitive, please write T. If it is intransitive, write I. I have done the exercise for you children with answers. You can see number 1. Nina laughed. You can see laughed is the verb, but there is no object after the verb laughed. So it is intransitive verb. Number 2. Mohan keeps his things neatly. Verb is keep. After verb, thing is there, which is an object. So it is transitive verb. Question number 3. Seema wore her new dress. Here wore is verb. After verb you can see dress. Dress is an object. So if dress is an object, then verb wore will be transitive verb. Question number 4. The boy was in the class. Was is verb in the sentence. After verb, class is the object in the sentence. So the sentence is a transitive sentence. I gave a book to my sister. Gave is verb and book is the object after the verb. So it is also a transitive sentence. Question number 6. Deepak's dog died last week. Died is the verb and there is no object after the verb. So it is intransitive sentence or intransitive verb. Next, question number D or bit number D. Add a complement or an incomplete verb to complete each sentence. Means you have to add an complement to complete the sentence. Here the night become dash. I have added humid. The night become humid to complete the sentence. The children were playing. The children were dash. Dash in dash I have written playing. So the sentence is now the children were playing. It is a complete sentence. Question number 3. I dash happy when I see these children. Here in this dash I have added the helping verb am. I am happy when I see these children. Next, question number 4. She dash weak and thin. Here I have written the verb looks. Why looks? Because the sentence is in present tense and the subject is singular, she. So we have to add s to the verb. So she looks weak and thin. Question number 5. After playing for long, Ramesh grew dash. After playing for long, Ramesh grew tired. So after adding tired, I have completed the sentence. Next, question number 6. He was dash. He was sleeping. So in these 6 questions, I have added some verb, maybe some incomplete verb, there is no object after the verb, but then also this, it gives a complete sense. That's why it is called a sentence. And by adding this verb, you can add any other verb. Like he was sleeping, you can write he was working. So it is up to the sentence. To make a complete sense, we have to add some verb in the given dash. So this lesson is over, children. Very important lesson. As we know, verb. Without verb, we cannot write a sentence. So what about we know in this lesson? We can know through this video. So please watch this video and practice the exercise. You can write in your copy also. But remember, first of all, you should watch this video properly, because unless you understand this lesson thoroughly, you cannot write correct verb in a sentence. So it is important you take the help of your parents if needed. If you want, you can ask to me, I will be there to help you. So children, please now get ready for your next exam, that is half yearly exam, which will be a 100-mark exam. So these lessons are very important regarding the exam. If you prepare nicely, you will get good result in the future exam. So thank you, children, for watching this video, and stay at home, stay safe, and prepare for your exam and be serious about your studies. Bye bye, children, till we meet again with this type of new lesson and new video. God bless you.